Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Will Jones. We're following a major shakeup in the auto industry. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares announces he's stepping down. It comes amid declining sales and growing differences among the ranks. Victor Williams breaks it all down for us.
Ram is on the brink of collapse. Once a dominant force in the truck world, the brand is now fighting for survival in an auto industry that's leaving it behind. With unsold trucks piling up and executives resigning abruptly, Ram's struggles aren't just bad, they're unprecedented, and their parent company Stellantis is no stranger to controversy, facing challenges across every major market. What's causing Ram to fall behind? How is Stellantis' turmoil impacting the trucks we count on? And how will this affect the trucks we've come to trust? Stick with us because the answers will shock you. What's happening? Imagine this, a roaring engine, the unmistakable rumble of a Hemi V8, and a gleaming Ram truck rolling through a quiet neighborhood, turning every head. For years, Ram wasn't just a truck, it was a statement, a promise of raw power, reliability, and dominance in the truck market. Ram earned its spot as a household name by delivering exactly what truck buyers wanted: bold designs, dependable performance, and that iconic engine note that could send chills down your spine. Their slogan, Guts, Glory, Ram, wasn't just marketing, it was a reflection of how the brand positioned itself in the market. But here's the thing about empires, they don't fall in a day. Behind Ram's roaring success, cracks were forming, cracks that no one wanted to admit were there. Stellantis in crisis. Ram isn't a standalone company, it's part of Stellantis, a global giant formed in 2021 by merging Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot. Stellantis owns some of the most iconic brands in the world, like Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, and Ram. On paper, Stellantis should be a powerhouse, but in reality, it's been anything but smooth sailing. Let's talk numbers. Jeep, once the king of off-road adventure, has seen its sales plummet by a jaw-dropping 44% since 2018. Dodge, even worse, a 67% drop from its peak in 2013. Chrysler, a symbol of American automotive pride, is barely hanging on. And Ram, well, it's right in the thick of this downward spiral. Here's the kicker, this isn't just a rough patch for Stellantis, it's a full-blown crisis. While competitors like Ford and GM are innovating and adapting to changing market demands, Stellantis feels like it's stuck in reverse, clinging to what worked yesterday instead of embracing what could work tomorrow. Ram's price problem. One of the biggest issues plaguing Ram is its pricing strategy. In the past few years, Ram trucks have become so expensive they're practically unsellable. It's like they're building trucks just to sit on dealership lots. Here's what makes this even worse. While Ram was busy pricing itself out of the market, its competitors were doing the opposite. Ford and GM have been slashing prices, offering discounts, and throwing in cashback deals. It's been an all-out price war, and buyers have been reaping the rewards. Ford and GM dealerships became battlegrounds for the best deals, while Ram decided to sit on the sidelines. The result? Ram's sales have tanked. In the third quarter alone, Stellantis announced a shocking 20% drop in global vehicle shipments year over year. Zoom in on North America, and it gets even uglier. A 36% plunge in shipments. And these aren't just statistics, they're real signs of a brand losing its grip. A quiet hurricane. For years, Ram trucks were defined by one thing, the Hemi V8. That engine wasn't just powerful, it was iconic. The deep growl of a Hemi told everyone around, this truck means business. It was more than an engine, it was an experience. But as the world moved toward fuel efficiency and stricter emission standards, Ram made a bold decision: phase out the Hemi V8 in favor of the new Hurricane twin-turbo engine. On paper, the Hurricane is an engineering marvel: more power, better fuel efficiency, and a smaller environmental footprint. But here's the problem, it's missing the soul. When you fire up a Hurricane-powered Ram 1500, it doesn't roar, it whispers. For many loyal fans, that quietness feels like a betrayal. The Hemi wasn't just about performance, it was about identity, and losing it has left many buyers wondering if Ram trucks are still the beasts they once were. Ram's decision to retire the Hemi was, in many ways, the right call for the future. But for now, it feels like they've traded passion for practicality, and it's costing them dearly. Carlos Tavares walks away. Carlos Tavares' sudden resignation has sent shockwaves through Stellantis, a global automotive powerhouse. His decision to step down as chief executive officer without warning left industry insiders scrambling for answers. Why would a leader, widely regarded as one of the brightest minds in the automotive world, abandon ship at such a critical moment? This resignation was not a mere coincidence. Just 2 months earlier, Stellantis issued a dire profit warning that rattled the market. In Investors, already uneasy, saw the company's value drop by nearly 40% over the past year. While Stellantis struggled with slumping sales and mounting inventory, its competitors, including Ford and General Motors, seemed to be thriving. Carlos Tavares wasn't just any chief executive officer, he was the architect behind Stellantis' successful merger of Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot, creating the fourth largest automaker in the world. Under his leadership, Stellantis posted a jaw-dropping 12% operating margin in what was its most profitable year ever. These accomplishments earned Carlos Tavares accolades and a record-breaking compensation package. But the past glories of 2023 now seem like a distant memory. The reasons for his departure appear to stem from clashes within the Stellantis leadership. Reports suggest that Carlos Tavares faced mounting pressure from the board, major shareholders, and internal stakeholders who felt his strategies were increasingly short-sighted. Some believed he was more focused on protecting his legacy than addressing the systemic issues threatening Stellantis' future. With his departure, Stellantis finds itself in a leadership vacuum. Chairman John Elkann is temporarily holding the reins, but an interim leader can only do so much. The search for a new chief executive officer is underway, but finding someone capable of navigating a global crisis of this magnitude is no small feat. The Great Inventoryglut. The auto industry thrives on balance. Manufacturers produce just enough vehicles to meet demand while ensuring a steady flow of sales. But Stellantis has completely lost this balance, particularly with its Ram trucks. Dealers are now dealing with an overwhelming glut of unsold inventory, and it's creating chaos across the board. Walk into a Stellantis dealership today and you'll see it immediately. Rows of Ram 1500 trucks, Jeep Wagoneers, and other models sitting idle. On average, these vehicles are spending over 112 days on dealership lots before finding a buyer. To put that into perspective, leading competitors like Chevrolet and Ford maintain inventory turnover rates that are approximately 20 days shorter. Why does this matter? Because for dealerships, unsold inventory is not just a nuisance, it's a financial liability. Every day a truck sits on the lot, its value depreciates. Dealerships must also cover the cost of maintaining, storing, and insuring these vehicles. Over time, this eats into their profits and forces them to take drastic measures, like offering steep discounts or selling at a loss. The root of this problem lies in Stellantis' outdated production strategies. Instead of adapting to shifting consumer preferences, the company continues to produce vehicles based on outdated sales forecasts. This reactive approach has left dealerships drowning in inventory that buyers simply don't want, discounts that fail to impress. In a desperate attempt to address its inventory crisis, Stellantis has launched aggressive discount campaigns across its Ram lineup. Buyers can now find deals that would have been unthinkable a year ago. Some Ram 1500 models are being offered at discounts exceeding $16,000. On the surface, this seems like a win for consumers, but the reality is far more complex. For one, these discounts do little to address the underlying issues facing Stellantis. While the price cuts may attract budget-conscious buyers, they also risk devaluing the brand. Ram trucks, once seen as premium vehicles commanding top dollar, are now being sold at prices that undermine their long-standing reputation for quality and performance. Another issue is timing. Unlike Ford and General Motors, which have consistently used incentives to build loyalty among their customers, Stellantis' sudden plunge into deep discounts feels reactionary. Buyers are left wondering, if Ram trucks are now being sold at such steep discounts, what does that say about their actual worth? Even with these aggressive price reductions, Stellantis is struggling to move inventory at the pace it needs to recover. The issue isn't just about affordability, it's about desirability. In today's competitive market, buyers are looking for vehicles that offer cutting-edge technology, sleek designs, and features that feel futuristic. Unfortunately, Ram trucks, while powerful and capable, are falling short in these areas. Dealer frustration boils over. The inventory crisis isn't just affecting Stellantis' bottom line, it's wreaking havoc on its relationships with dealers. Frustrated by the company's inability to align production with demand, many dealerships are now taking matters into their own hands. Recently, Stellantis dealers sent a formal letter to the company's leadership outlining their growing concerns and urging immediate action. This wasn't a simple complaint, it was a call to arms. For these dealerships, the current situation is unsustainable. They are losing money, losing customers, and losing faith in Stellantis' ability to lead. Some dealerships are even going a step further by divesting from Stellantis entirely. AutoNation, one of the largest dealership groups in the United States, recently sold multiple Stellantis franchises, citing poor performance as the primary reason. This is a drastic move that underscores the severity of the situation. Dealers are the lifeblood of any automaker. They are the ones who interact directly with customers, showcase the vehicles, and close the sales. When dealers lose confidence in a brand, it creates a ripple effect that can be devastating. For Stellantis, regaining that confidence will require more than just discounts. It will require a complete overhaul of its production and marketing strategies. The problem with predicting demand. At the heart of Stellantis' challenges is a fundamental failure to understand what today's buyers want. The automotive market is evolving rapidly, driven by trends like electric vehicles, hybrid technology, and advanced connectivity features. While Stellantis has made some moves to adapt, it is still playing catch-up in areas where competitors are already thriving. Take the Ram 1500 for example. It's a reliable workhorse, but its design and features haven't kept pace with changing consumer expectations. Buyers today are looking for vehicles that offer more than just raw power. They want innovation. Ford is delivering this with its electric F-Series trucks, and General Motors is doing the same with the Chevrolet Silverado EV. Meanwhile, Stellantis is still leaning on traditional internal combustion engines and outdated designs. This disconnect between product offerings and market demand is one of the biggest reasons Stellantis finds itself in its current predicament. To succeed, the company needs to rethink its approach, investing heavily in research and development to create vehicles that not only meet but exceed the expectations of modern buyers. Internal tensions. Stellantis' struggles aren't just external, they're internal as well. Reports suggest that Carlos Tavares' resignation was the result of growing tensions within the company. Key stakeholders, including members of the Stellantis board, felt that Carlos Tavares was too focused on short-term gains and not enough on long-term strategy. This kind of internal discord is a red flag for any organization, but it's especially problematic for a global automaker. Without a clear and unified vision, Stellantis risks falling further behind its competitors. The company's leadership needs to rally around a shared strategy that addresses its immediate challenges while laying the groundwork for future success. The search for a new chief executive officer is not just about filling a vacancy, it's about finding someone who can navigate these complex dynamics and restore confidence in the brand. This will be no easy task, but it's a necessary one if Stellantis hopes to regain its footing. For Stellantis, time is of the essence. The challenges facing the company are not insurmountable, but they require swift and decisive action. From addressing the inventory crisis to rebuilding trust with dealers and customers, Stellantis has a long road ahead. So how did it all go so wrong? Ram's struggles aren't just a coincidence. They're the result of decisions that have left the company stuck in reverse while its competitors race ahead. From outdated designs to missed opportunities in electric vehicles and pricing missteps that alienated loyal buyers, the cracks in Ram's foundation go deeper than anyone imagined. Let's break it all down and uncover the root causes of this automotive giant's crisis. Outdated models. For decades, Ram trucks have been synonymous with rugged reliability and raw power. But in today's automotive market, nostalgia alone is not enough to maintain dominance. The Ram 1500, once a symbol of innovation, is now showing its age, with designs and features that fail to keep up with the competition. Modern buyers expect more than just a workhorse. They want technology, efficiency, and versatility. Take Ford's F-Series trucks, which have embraced hybrid and electric options, or Chevrolet's Silverado EV, which combines cutting-edge features with bold design. Ram, meanwhile, continues to rely heavily on its traditional models, leaving consumers underwhelmed. The consequences are visible in dealership lots across the country. Rows of unsold Ram trucks, many of them 2023 models, are gathering dust. For buyers seeking advanced driver assistance systems, sleek infotainment setups, or sustainable powertrains, Ram trucks feel like relics of a bygone era. This reliance on outdated designs reflects a deeper issue: Stellantis' failure to invest in forward-thinking innovation. While competitors are reimagining what a truck can be, Ram is struggling to balance tradition with progress. The result? A brand that feels out of touch with what buyers want today, and even less prepared for tomorrow. The EV Conundrum. In the automotive world, the shift to electric vehicles is no longer a trend, it's a necessity. Governments worldwide are implementing stricter emissions regulations, and consumers are increasingly drawn to the promise of sustainability and innovation. For Ram, this presents a massive challenge. Stellantis, Ram's parent company, has been slow to embrace electric vehicles, particularly in the truck segment, while competitors like Tesla, Rivian, and Ford are pushing the boundaries with electric trucks that blend performance, design, and cutting-edge features. Ram is barely making a dent in the electric vehicle market. Consider Ford's electric F-150 Lightning, which has become a benchmark for what an electric truck can achieve. With powerful towing capabilities, advanced features, and a growing network of charging infrastructure, it has set the standard for the segment. Meanwhile, Ram has yet to release an electric truck that can compete at the same level. This lack of presence in the electric vehicle market isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a critical weakness. Buyers today are prioritizing sustainability, and Ram's absence in this space sends a message that it's not ready to meet their expectations. The longer Stellantis delays in delivering a competitive electric truck, the harder it will be for Ram to catch up to its rivals. Pricing missteps. If there's one thing that has defined Ram's recent struggles, it's its pricing strategy, or lack thereof. Ram trucks have become notoriously expensive, alienating a core audience that once saw the brand as a reliable and affordable option. Consider this: a Ram 1500 equipped with the new Hurricane engine, while powerful, comes with a price tag that makes buyers hesitate. Compounding the issue, Stellantis has been slow to offer meaningful incentives or discounts, even as competitors aggressively compete for market share. During the past year, Ford and General Motors have slashed prices, introduced cashback deals, and provided flexible financing options to attract buyers. Ram, on the other hand, sat on the sidelines for far too long, creating a perception that its trucks are overpriced and underwhelming. When Stellantis finally joined the price war, it felt like too little, too late. While the deep discounts now being offered on Ram trucks are enticing, they also raise questions about the brand's long-term value. For buyers, a steep price cut can be both a bargain and a red flag. Why is the company so desperate to move inventory? The pricing missteps have created a perfect storm of distrust among buyers, leaving Ram in a precarious position. To recover, Stellantis must find a way to make its trucks not only competitive in price, but also compelling in value. Leadership disconnect. At the heart of Ram's challenges lies a leadership crisis that has plagued Stellantis for years. Carlos Tavares' abrupt resignation as chief executive officer was not just a reflection of external struggles, it was the culmination of internal discord that has hampered the company's ability to adapt and thrive. Reports suggest that Carlos Tavares faced mounting pressure from the Stellantis board to prioritize short-term profitability over long-term strategy. This focus on quick fixes has left the company ill-prepared to navigate the rapidly changing automotive landscape. For Ram, this leadership disconnect has manifested in inconsistent decision-making and missed opportunities. The decision to phase out the iconic Hemi V8, while necessary from an environmental perspective, alienated loyal customers who felt a deep emotional connection to the engine's signature growl. The Hurricane engine, though technically superior, has yet to fill the void left by the Hemi, leaving fans questioning whether Ram still understands its identity. Stellantis' leadership struggles extend beyond product decisions. The company's inability to align production with demand has created a disconnect with dealers, leading to frustration and strained relationships. Without a clear and unified vision, Stellantis risks losing not just market share, but the trust of its most important stakeholders. To turn things around, Stellantis needs a leader who can balance innovation with tradition, profitability with sustainability, and strategy with execution. The search for a new chief executive officer is not just about finding a capable manager, it's about finding a visionary who can steer Stellantis into the future while addressing the immediate challenges facing Ram. The ripple effect. The challenges facing Ram are not occurring in isolation. As part of Stellantis, Ram's performance has a ripple effect on the broader automotive industry. Stellantis' position as the fourth largest automaker in the world means that its decisions and missteps carry weight far beyond its own brands. In North America, Stellantis' struggles are particularly significant. The region accounts for a substantial portion of the company's revenue, and Ram has traditionally been one of its strongest players. But with slumping sales and growing inventory, Stellantis is losing its foothold in one of the most competitive automotive markets in the world. But the ripple effect is also felt by suppliers and partners who depend on Stellantis' success. From the manufacturers of the Hurricane engine to the technology providers behind Ram's infotainment systems, a decline in Ram's fortunes affects a network of businesses that rely on steady production and sales. For consumers, Ram's struggles have created a mixed bag. On one hand, the steep discounts currently being offered on Ram trucks are a boon for buyers looking for a deal. On the other hand, the brand's uncertain future raises questions about the long-term value and reliability of its vehicles. The stakes for Stellantis and Ram could not be higher. The company must act decisively to stabilize its operations, rebuild trust with its dealers and customers, and position itself for a future defined by innovation and sustainability. Anything less risks not only the future of Ram, but the broader stability of Stellantis as a whole. Turning the tide. For Ram and Stellantis, the road ahead is challenging, but it's not insurmountable. To regain its footing, the automaker must make bold decisions, embrace innovation, and reconnect with the core principles that once made Ram a market leader. The first step, modernizing its lineup. Ram cannot afford to rely on nostalgia. While the Hemi V8's legacy looms large, the future belongs to cutting-edge engineering and advanced technology. Stellantis needs to position Ram as a forward-thinking brand, delivering vehicles that seamlessly combine performance, sustainability, and innovation. Electric and hybrid trucks are no longer optional, they're essential. Ford has already proven the viability of electric trucks with the F-Series Lightning, and General Motors is following suit with the Silverado EV. Ram must rise to this challenge by delivering a model that doesn't just match these competitors but exceeds expectations. Imagine an all-electric Ram 1500 with unparalleled towing capacity, extended range, and smart features that redefine what a truck can do. That's the kind of innovation Ram needs to lead the charge. The price war intensifies. Ram's recent price cuts may have been reactionary, but they've opened a door to re-engage with its audience. Aggressive pricing can be a double-edged sword. It attracts buyers in the short term, but risks devaluing the brand if not handled carefully. The key for Ram is to balance affordability with perceived value. Deep discounts should come with a narrative. They're not just price slashes, but a reflection of Ram's commitment to making powerful, versatile trucks accessible to all. Stellantis needs to pair these discounts with enhancements that show buyers they're getting more than just a lower price. They're getting a better truck. One way to achieve this is by incorporating standard features that appeal to today's consumers. Advanced driver assistance systems, seamless smartphone integration, and premium interiors can transform Ram trucks from functional to desirable. Buyers should feel like they're getting a premium experience even at a competitive price. Rebuilding dealer trust. For Ram to succeed, Stellantis must rebuild trust with its dealers, a critical link between the company and its customers. The current frustration among dealerships stems not just from the inventory glut, but from a broader feeling of disconnect. Dealers need to see that Stellantis is serious about supporting them, not just offloading vehicles. This starts with better communication and collaboration. Stellantis must work closely with its dealerships to understand local market demands and adjust production accordingly. Incentives for dealerships to move older inventory should be paired with training and marketing support to highlight Ram's strengths. When dealerships feel empowered, they become more effective ambassadors for the brand. The leadership void. The search for Stellantis' next chief executive officer isn't just a matter of filling a vacancy. It's a pivotal moment that will define the company's future. Stellantis needs a leader who can do more than manage operations. They need a visionary capable of steering the automaker through a rapidly changing industry. This new leader must have a clear understanding of market trends, a commitment to sustainability, and the ability to inspire confidence across all levels of the organization. Whether that person comes from within the auto industry or outside of it, they'll need to bring fresh ideas and a willingness to challenge the status quo. John Elkann, the interim leader, faces significant pressure to find the right candidate. A misstep here could exacerbate Stellantis' struggles, while the right choice could set the stage for a remarkable turnaround. The automotive industry is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Electric vehicles are no longer a niche market. They're the future. Autonomous technology is moving from science fiction to reality. Buyers want vehicles that reflect their values: sustainability, innovation, and convenience. For Stellantis and Ram, this is a make-or-break moment. The decisions made in the coming months will determine whether they remain competitive or fade into irrelevance. But the opportunity is there. With the resources and global presence of Stellantis, Ram has the potential to stage a comeback. Imagine a Ram brand that redefines the modern truck: powerful, efficient, tech-savvy, and sustainable. Imagine a Stellantis that leads the charge in electrification, capturing the hearts and wallets of a new generation of drivers. This vision is within reach, but only if the company takes bold, decisive action. The road to recovery won't be easy, but the payoff could be monumental. Ram and Stellantis have weathered challenges before. With the right leadership, strategy, and innovation, they could do it again.